Hi readers, and welcome back to Reader's Workshop. We have been learning how everyone makes mistakes. Have you ever heard of bloopers? Bloopers are funny mess-ups, or another word for mistakes. Uh-oh! Someone was organizing the pencils and they made a mistake. Can you spot their blooper? There it is! Oh no! Someone was lining up their candy and they made a mistake. Can you spot this blooper? You found it! But we know that bloopers happen a lot, especially when we read. Can you see the blooper in this sentence? I'll give you a clue. Remember our Cookie Monster Cinderella chart from school. The different sounds the C makes. Yes! One of the most common bloopers that readers and writers make is forgetting that there are different ways to make the same sound. In the word space, the S sound is actually spelled with the letter C. That's a really common blooper that we make as readers and writers. Let's do another one. Can you spot the blooper in this sentence? Yes, bird! Last week we learned that there are many ways to spell the sound, so readers and writers have to pay attention to which pattern looks right. B-ird, with an IR instead of an ER. The sound is not the only one that sometimes trips us up. Today I want to remind you that there are sounds that can be spelled in lots of different ways. The air sound is one of them. Air is a sound that can be spelled many different ways. To read well, you'll need to rely on your eyes as well as your ears, using them to notice the different bossy R patterns, including the many ways to spell air. You might make a blooper when you come across these words, but that's okay. Readers learn from these mistakes. Let's start on an anchor chart to collect the different ways the air sound can be spelled. That will help us in case we make any bloopers. I found a first grader's writing that can help us learn about the different ways the air sound is spelled. Let's read it together and notice if any words make the air sound. Ian had a new pair of skates. He wanted to be a super skater. He wanted to do big jumps in the air. He liked to picture his mom standing there. He knew she would stare when he jumped. She would say, "Someday you will wear a medal." Take a look again at this passage and think, do I hear the air sound in any of these words? You might want to read it aloud to yourself, stopping at any words that make the air sound. Did you find one? Yes, we found one! Ian had a new pair, pair of skates, pair. Now we know that one way the air sound is spelled is A-I-R, air. What word can we use to represent this pattern? Maybe chair? Yeah, chair looks right. I also added pair from the story. Let's keep reading and see if we can find any more words that have the air sound. So Ian had a new pair of skates. He wanted to be a super skater. He wanted to do big jumps in the air. What do you think, friends? Did you find any? Yes, air. He wanted to do big jumps in the air. Let's add air to our chart under the AIR pattern. So AIR, like chair, pair, and air. I wonder if we find more words that make the air sound. He liked to picture his mom standing there. Uh-oh, I made a blooper. Let me try that word again, but with the air sound this time. He liked to picture his mom standing there. There! Yeah, the word there makes the air sound. So now we know another way to make the air sound is E-R-E. So to help us remember that, I added where and there to our chart. Let's keep reading. He knew she would he knew she would stare. He knew she would stare when he jumped. Air. So now we know that A-R-E is another pattern that makes the air sound. I'm going to add a cool word to our chart. I'm going to add the word mare. A mare is a female horse. I also added the word stare. So far we learned that the air sound can be spelled A-I-R, E-R-E, and A-R-E. I wonder if there's another way to make the air sound. Let's read the last part to see if it helps. She would say, "Someday you will wear a medal." Did you hear the air sound in any of those words? Someday you will wear a medal. Yes, someday you will wear a medal. So now we've got to add E-A-R as another pattern to our chart. Can you think of a word that you know that has the air sound but is spelled with an E-A-R? That's what I thought of, bear. I also added where from the story. Wow, so we have collected 4 different ways to make the air sound. In your own books, try using the air sound when you notice these patterns. It may cause a blooper, or it may work. As readers, we know we have to be flexible in trying a word part many different ways until it looks right. Okay, readers, now that you've finished this video, remember to press the Turn In button when you are done watching. This will help me know that you've completed this video. So on Google Classroom, when you're done, press this Turn In button. All right, thanks, readers.